What it do, man? It's your boy Battle Truth coming to you live and direct from the Battle Truth headquarters. Let's get right off into this, man. Guess who attended homecoming the other night? Y'all ain't gonna believe this, but those of y'all who was there know it, and this is no cap. Guess who was in attendance at homecoming during the Geechi, Gotti, and Murder Mook battle? Casanova and Tsunami Surf. Both of them attended the homecoming event on URL the other day. Both these brothers locked up under RICO law. Both these brothers is in federal incarceration right now, in a federal facility. And yet, both these brothers, in front of all them thousands of people, all them people on stage, was FaceTime live during the battles. I said, first of all, I understand you can get phones inside of prison facilities and things like that. I get that. I understand that. I ain't been in so long, I don't know how the rules may have changed, if that's legally now, or I doubt if that's legally now. But I'm like, huh? And they showing it all while they rapping. Like, I'm like, that's, and then both of them together, like literally face to face together. One looked like it was on top of the other one. I'm gonna keep it real, because you saw one head down here, then you saw a head on top. I'm keeping. I'm gonna put it up. Look, I ain't saying nothing, but that's a crazy position. A head was in front, and a head was sort of like how me and my girl do. It's usually her head up low, and I'm up behind over her. I'm up behind over her. Up and behind over her. I'm just keeping it real. I'm gonna put it up. Y'all think it's a joke. Matter of fact, I'm putting it up on the thumbnail. Y'all think, cause y'all always be thinking like, man, he played too much. Okay, I'm putting it up on the thing and y'all gonna see. Y'all gonna see I ain't capping. Let's get back to this though. I'm like, and this brother had on, I think this brother had on a blue bandana. He definitely had on a bandana. Surf did. I think it was blue. I'm like, damn, okay, let me get this right. You're indicted up under RICO law. Y'all in federal incarceration, awaiting trial. You got a blue bandana on, and you got cell phones, FaceTime. I get that. Do the feds know about that? And we talking about one of the highest law things in the world. I forgot the word, so I said law things. We talking about one of the highest. Look, it's a different when the state police come and get you and when the FBI, DEA come get you. That's entirely different. So are we to believe while they up under in these federal facilities, the FBI that came and got them, that they not knowledgeable of these brothers having cell phones in there when they understand and remember, Surf got indicted on social media. The FBI and them subscribed to all his channels. The FBI and them was coming to his battles. Literally buying tickets, in attendance, watching him battle for the past 3 years. Literally. This all in the transcripts. So they subscribed to his channels, attending his battles. Then they said they not leaving. They staying here in battle rap because they found out some more things about people, which opened up other indictments. So are we to believe, while we watching this, these same feds who've been attending his battles, his shows, and his concerts, not privy to what we just saw also? They allow them to have them phones in there illegally because they know these idiots still talking illegally on them. They thinking because they in jail, well, I'm in jail now, I could talk to. No. Y'all ain't doing nothing but getting other people indicted. Y'all ain't doing nothing, expanding the web. All they doing is expanding the web. Is some of them doing it on purpose? Yes. Is some of them doing it ignorantly? Yes. Remember, this is the feds. I'm not surprised at that at all. Because let's just keep it real also. It's a lot of money in the federal prison. It's a lot of money in the federal prison. Because, look, this is the Fed. 9 times out of 10, these dudes that's in here got indicted. And they got indicted on big things. They got indicted on big things. Murders. And for the most part, money. Money and gang and RICO law and drug empiring. And so it's money up in that federal prison. So it's nothing to tell a CO, hey, who just working a regular job there, like, look, bring me one of them phones in and you got $10,000 in your Cash App. You don't think them COs also understand the danger that they face getting caught, seeing that they overlooking federal inmates? You don't think they go back and tell the feds like, hey, he just offered me $10,000 to get him a cell phone? You don't think they gonna tell him, get him the cell phone? Just like before these guys got locked up and they was on the street and they would send informants to go buy drugs from them. Like, look, he want me to buy a key of dope from him. Okay, go buy a key of dope from him. They give him the money to go buy the key of dope. They even got it to where the dope fiends can go buy the dope and they still can use the dope. They just take an inventory of the dope. Oh, they real crafty now how they work now. They literally let the dope fiends smoke up and use the product that they send the dope fiend to buy for them. They just take an inventory of it. Because that's what an indictment is. It's a paper trail of paperwork. They don't care about the drugs. They don't care about the money. They just need the inventory of it just so that when you go into trial, it's documented and recorded. Like, yes, Your Honor, on this date, we purchased 70 grams of dope from him. We purchased another kilo of heroin from him. They don't need to see the heroin. They going off the paperwork, the inventory. We also seized, we also gave him $30,000 in cash. They don't need the cash. They just need it documented. It's an indictment. Indictment. What's the documentation? They don't need the product and evidence. So yeah, of course, they allowed them, get them the phone. We need to see who else they see, because again, when people get indicted, you got to keep in mind, these people been playing this thing for years. Their whole careers is built off this. They've been doing this for years and years. They got college classes on this stuff, understanding the criminal mind and how it operates. They done studies on what happens when people living in these areas for so long, when they born to a single mama, when they come from a household of a mama and father. All this built around the crime and the environment, and they already know what the outcome be based upon the percentages. Oh, they play the game well. They just more advanced, they more educated, and they got the right things to use to their advantage when in this situation that they educated on. And this is another reason why a lot of these brothers don't change when they go to jail. And you're seeing a prime example of that. Surf went to jail under the RICO. We saw what Nunu Nails sent out when she talked to him on the phone. Yeah, Surf told me to tell y'all this. Gang, stay gang. Wait, you just got indicted under gang. Now you go to jail, guess what's there to embrace you? Gang. So do you ever lead the gang? No. Do you ever try to change? No. It takes a strong hell of a man to want to change, to want to turn it around, to say no to the things he been easily saying yes to, understanding the people he hurt, what he lost, what he need to do to become better. It takes a hell of a strong man to make that decision up in his mind, knowing you have to turn from that. Man, when I gave up that stuff and I went to prison and my people were coming in and out and people who knew me, seeing that I had gave up the gang life and turned it away, they were disappointed in me. They was like, they was trying to give me the little handshake. I just stop them like that, like, no. They're like, oh, you ain't? I'm like, no, I don't do that no more. I serve God. Like, oh, okay, that's what's up, bro. That's what's up. That's a good thing. Then I try to, hopefully, God opened up a door so I could talk to him. Like, yeah, you know, brothers, we need to do better than this, man. This ain't the way God made for us, man. You see us all in here. You see what you lost. You see you away from your children. See about, you know, I'm trying to help these brothers open their eyes to see. Some people were willing to change. Some people wasn't. I just knew what I had to do for me. My life and my eternal soul is not based upon what another man do, what another man say. I have to do what's right for me and mine. And as a father, I'm responsible to look into the truth that I'm able to give my family and children the truth. The truth. So a lot of brothers just don't change. And I saw that in there. Surf wasn't changing so far. You still up in there with them gang. They still throwing up gang signs and everything. I'm like, it's terrible, man. But I wasn't surprised, not at all. And I understand why they in there. They still trumping up charges. And it's the same thing that was happening with Rayford Edmond them and all these brothers who were still locked up, still catching cases and putting cases on other people that were still free. Look, you got to learn how to cut the strings. You got to learn how to cut the strings. And it seems like too many people just ain't got it in them to do that because they just are scared. They want to belong. They don't they don't have the right wisdom and understanding certain things. And, you know, that's just crazy. They try to say things like this. If you're scared, go to church. Let me tell you something. That's the thing you're not going to do. Go to church. Because those people who go to church and seek God is the ones who not afraid no more. It's the ones who tired of running. Because it's easy to turn from God. It's easy to give up. It's easy to not want to do right. That's easy to do. But it takes a hell of a man to make up in his mind to come to God, to turn from his evil ways, to no longer be afraid, to be a man in his home, to lead by example and responsibility, and to actually live an honest life and fulfill your divine purpose and what God had made and created you to be. That's something to think about, man. You don't want to die a nobody. With that being said, it's your boy Battle Truth. It ain't my judgment, that's a question, it's yours. Hit the link in the description box. Subscribe to Battle Truth.